this lineup does not have any weaknesses.
Well, we know where the draft panel is leaning towards, but we need to know what to look out for. And that is why on the sidelines we have PSG waiting for us with his last word.
I'm trying to think back the last couple of years of TI where it has felt like there's been that clear of a favorite after the groups. I'm not sure if that was the case.
LGD was 1 year, but they didn't win.
Yeah.
Got third place, I believe. We're going to see a skewer here from Faith_Beyond. Whitemon in quite a bit of trouble. I think he's resigned to his own death here, but Jin_Q might get right-clicked down by 23 Savage as well. Looks like it'll end up being likely a trade of sorts as Faith_Beyond just needs a couple more right-clicks with that shockwave. So 1-for-1, but First Blood is the way of T1.
He just hits so hard with the Quelling Blade plus and power bonus. Oh, they might kill Savage here almost.
Jin_Q quite low, but they're going to turn this around under Jin_Q. Waveform, couple more right clicks. Down he goes again. An astronomical amount by any means, but the fact that it's even that point is crazy, considering it's a DK versus Lina.
He's
going to connect. Cuckoo, he's done. So PSG.LGD evens it up in terms of the kills, but you can see there's still a 1K net worth lead for them.
Outside is pretty damn good. The one hero you picked it into that... Oh, hang on.
Yep.
Mid lane.
Dragon form. Y in the vicinity. Swarm comes out as well, but a nice LSA. Carl has his ult and nothing to say will drop as a result. And Y taking some right clicks as well, so double kill for Carl. Nice rotations from T1 overall. Jin_Q gonna get caught by the Frostbite. This could be a triple kill for Carl. Indeed, wow,
nice move.
Talk about a bounce back for T1.
You know, has been traditionally a counter pick actually to Terrorblade.
Yeah.
But they do choose to pick it into it largely because of what I think, because of what BSJ said.
Oh,
this is a very good Crystal Maiden.
Y gets off the Nightmare. Nothing to say is in his Dragon form as well. You can see Whitemon taking most of the damage here, but there's the duel. Carl doesn't have that much mana to expend, but the LSA should be enough. Is nothing to say. Takes another death in this game. Again, great rotations from T1, despite them being the ones getting initiated on. As 23 Savage now in the jungle.
Whitemon, Nightmare.
Yeah, might be shown here. The Nightmare Frostbite exchange. 23 Savage, double cookie. Whitemon will fall first, and 23 Savage did turn into that Snapfire, but he's in a 1v3 situation. Gets skewered to the other side, still has Waveform. Will be going into the cover of the arms of Carl, who gets off Laguna Blade, but no resulting kill here.
Very, very big one there on Y. Not sure how many charges he had, but...
is under attack.
Oh, we're going to see the stop it to the Fiend's Grip. Cuckoo, very unlucky. And that's going to be a kill going the way of Ame again.
3v1.
Yeah. That Centaur has some other agendas on the mind, no doubt. Yep. But we might see some action in this top lane. Nothing to say. I mean, Dragon Knight's not really one of those heroes that's going to take up that much space farming, so that leaves Faith_Beyond to get really big. There's the stun into the RP. Do they have enough damage to take out the Morphling? Yes, indeed they do. And T1 absolutely getting crushed right now. 3K net worth lead. Nightmare. Do they have the vision? Yep. The time-lapse in place just for the HP, but double kill goes the way of Jin_Q, and a tier 1 tower to fall as well. But
talk about getting value out of a rune. He got 3 kills set up with that invis plus the tower, and one of them is that big Morphling on the enemy side. I don't think
it's not much to dispel, so...
Yeah, exactly. It's not much to dispel. There's Frostbite, but you're going to play around that probably.
Oh, nothing to say. Spots the smoke. Blinks in, gets the initiation. It's just Whitemon. So at the very least for T1, that's a silver lining.
Yeah, I need to get the hell out of there. And with superior vision right now in this area, Kuko's kind of potentially thinking about this. They will see the wall.
Oh! RP was canceled at the very least, but it's going to cost Faith_Beyond his life. I don't know if that was just perfect timing or if that was actual reaction. Overwhelming odds comes out. Carl continuing to chase. Don't think they want to go high ground. A little bit too sketchy. Only a 25-second death timer. So not enough time to really go for Roche, but the smoke from T1 trying to wrap around. But you can see the position from PSG.LGD. There is the initiation. That's going to be the first duel victory for Cuckoo. And when it's this early in the game, it's really difficult to go get Roche because the timers are so low and they didn't really expend anything. RP is still online. Like if he had used his RP, then maybe.
Yeah. Go their way in the entire game.
Yep, absolutely. As we're going to see Whitemon get picked off.
RP.
RP.
Nice press.
Okay. Well, that didn't result in much. And here's the duel onto the Dragon Knight. Buyback now from Whitemon, but it looks like the damage is going to go the way of the Dragon instead. It will be a trade of lives, though, as that is a dieback onto Whitemon. And we'll see if this is enough for PSG.LGD to try to go into the Roche pit.
What do I think about the win expectancy being 2-1?
Oh, you're going to have to hold that thought. We got a duel coming in.
All right.
And Cuckoo gets some more damage. Oh. Okay, that's a random centaur from the Helm of the Dominator from Mr. Magnus.
They're gonna go for this. They know there's no RP.
Yeah,
and
another 10 seconds though, so it's coming in a bit close.
Oh,
we got the horn toss. Whitemon dead again. He's just racking up these deaths, but Cuckoo and company, E-Blade's not going to be enough to take out Faith Beyond. He's going to have RP now. Zephyr taking quite a bit of damage, but will back up to safety. And I think Ti10, you can see the Mortimer's Kisses. This is definitely going to force them back. And the Dragon Knight initiates onto Cuckoo, has to press the attack himself. Looks like he will be able to walk away safely, though.
It's just looking like a potential PSG.LGD Roche. 5 seconds on Metamorphosis.
And they're smoking.
They have RP. And they do have a really good ward here.
Carl gets Dragon Tail, but there's the press the attack save. 23 Savage able to blow up wide. Does have buyback though. There's the skewer back into the Laguna Blade. They're not going to be able to get the kill, but it's going to be a trade either way. Magnus not able to get off his RP. Pretty big deal, but a big cookie from Jin Q. The follow-up from Nothing to Say. They will have enough damage to tear through him. 65 seconds of no Lina.
That shard on Snap is so good. We already had a highlight clip earlier today, pre-match, when you saw Jin Q, I believe in one of the qualifiers, hitting a nutty one of those, and that one, another high-impact play, stun into stun, into stun, into death.
Yeah.
They probably had
another Dragon Tail. The save is not enough, though. Press the attack. Usually a fail-safe. Not this time around. Just too much damage to work with on LGD's side. And that should finally mean Roche is conceded.
Yeah. Gonna go the way of Ame here.
Yeah.
That was even with Dragon Form expiring about 2 seconds into the push, but they're just so confident.
Oh, he gets the Nightmare off. That's the Aether Lens. Look at that ridiculous range. Of course, has Fiend's Grip if they really need it, but it doesn't look like it'll come to be. Oh, press the attack. They're actually going to expend RP. This is a really important kill.
Oh, they also grip.
Finally taken out. Does take quite a bit, but nice catch there by Y. That's still a minute to burn.
They want to force the buyback, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't blame them. E-Blade.
All right, they get it.
Yeah, DK looks fine for now, but there's the duel. Can they save him? Carl pops the BKB, trying to create as much space on the sideline as possible. Laguna Blade blows up the Bane in the meantime. Eventually, Cuckoo does fall. It's a 2-for-2 with the buyback now onto Carl. And with that, PSG.LGD will back away. Oh, they find the horn toss onto Zephyr and gets the time lapse off up to full HP again. Still working on the Aghanim Scepter for himself, which is another turning point potential for Ti10.
The repositioning can be easily enough to save you, especially against Terrorblade. Oh, Zephyr.
Yeah.
Hello.
Showing here. The shard into the cookie. Goodbye. You talked about the power of Jin Q shard. You could go for the Dragon one's okay.
I actually think they're going to give him the Zeal here.
All right. Yep, there it is. Yep. You will consume it. And here we have meta popped again.
Oh, Carl isn't in position
the
yet.
skewer back with the horn toss set up into the RP, but no! Press the attack, wait form is enough to bait out the RP. And Ti10, see if they want to try to take advantage of this. I mean, they're going to have to if this continues to go in LGD's favor with this push. E-Blade onto Ame. You can see the jump in from Nothing to Say with an overwhelming blink being shown as Carl has to pop his BKB, and there is the duel. Do they have enough damage? With a Sunder from Ame, allowing the duel victory to go the way of Nothing to Say. He's just going to walk that one off, but 23 Savage can't walk that one off. That is just too much damage to withstand. And Carl jumps in. This is going to be the beginning of the end, I do believe, although 2 buybacks come up for Ti10. And the Metamorphosis is running out, but again, he has Demon Seal to work with. Bane's going to take a tumble. Whitemon drops to the deck as well, 1-for-1. Laguna Blade, Ame getting extremely low. That's just the Aegis though, and Carl completely out of mana. Nothing to Say is still alive throughout all of this, some way, somehow. And just going to apply all the pressure to the racks here. This will be a dieback onto Carl.
On the
and it looks like that is going to be enough to GG out of game 1. And like we talked about, Synderen, T1 have looked really good after that first day of the group stage, but LGD are just on another level of everyone so far. Just game one, though.
Do you know what LGD stands for, Sensfan?
What's that?
Looking good, dominating.
Late game prowess versus PSG.LGD. The only hero that kind of stands out to me is this Stonebreaker. I don't feel like it fits in the lineup because you don't have anything else that is potentially global to play with. I don't see too much synergy with it, but I definitely do love the last.
What did you expect?
Thank you, BSJ. First block, Synderen. We just caught it on camera. Beautifully done. We saw this kind of work in slow motion, but we caught it officially.
Doesn't get much greedier than that. But at the same time, you look at LGD's lineup, which isn't necessarily the fastest either.
Yeah, we got the Spirit Siphon into the Crypt Swarm. I mean, honestly, pretty easy kill and pretty expected as well.
Working on Helm of the Dominator. Not sure how much I like that this game on Doom.
Yeah, we got the cookie initiation again. Faith Beyond and company. Fissure connects, but the counter Starbreaker with the rotation from Whitemon. Looks like, at the very least, T1 get the trade they're looking for. 23 Savage, in fact, getting the credit for that one.
Yep, ended up getting blocked off a little bit there. And Zephyr will quickly go and die to the neutral so he can get back to base faster. But I've doubted their Medusa games before, and they just... Oh, no.
Yeah, nothing to say. Exorcism rotation to the top lane. Fissure will connect, but nothing to say. They're not going to see him. 23 Savage gets out. Oh, Faith Beyond very close to actually getting that cancel.
Fissure actually ended up...
Yeah, that was unfortunate angle there.
He didn't get the blocking angle he was hoping for. Ended up blocking himself more than the Medusa, actually. Now, defense is actually coming in. Carl from the side. Gets the courier kill, so now they know he's there.
Yeah. And here comes from the sideline, Zephyr. There's the Doom onto Faith Beyond, trying to run away here. Looks like, at the very least, he will drop. Whitemon might be the sacrifice. Nothing to say. Exorcism has already dissipated. Wise in the vicinity. They will take him out in the end, 1 for 1. Now Spirit Siphon onto Carl. Echo Stomp as well. But I would assume that T1 able to just walk away very safely here. But
so 1 for 1,
defense.
but they get the core.
Yeah. Well, if they're cooked, maybe. Carl, he's going to be spotted here, but should be fun. He's going to get... That's not the hoof stomp. That one was not worth, I don't think. The tower taking heavy damage, but here's the rotation from T1. Even 23 Savages come to play. Trying to take out Jin Q. Looks like he'll survive.
Oh, man.
And on the other side, Ame with the meta. 23 Savage trying to TP out. Ain't going to happen. And this tower will fall one way or the other, but Cuckoo looks like he wants to defend and try to get the deny with the Centaur, but he's going to take heavy damage if he gets any further. He's going to be given up.
And something we haven't talked about very much, if at all, I really like Elder Titan as a hero against Medusa. They have nothing to get the Medusa out of there yet, less not like swap, Force Staff, haste, anything.
Oh. Not the best Fissure, but it's going to result in a kill either way.
And it's going to probably lead to a tower.
Indeed. Now, that's actually a really good point, but...
And you can't really fault either of the teams for the other bans they're doing, right? There's just a lot of heroes that are really good, and there's a lot of...
You can't ban everything, but there's the Doom onto Ame, and the Finger of Death. Very nicely played from T1. Beautiful positioning.
Oh, he died.
I mean, Warcry is slightly different, I guess. All right, I had to think about this one. Don't tell me. We're going to have a 4-man smoke here from LGD. Carl gonna break it. Faith Beyond jumps in. Solar Guardian's coming, but you can see the immediate Doom into the Earth Splitter, though. Looks like they're going to be able to get the RP off as well. Faith Beyond drops to the deck. Finger of Death finishes off. Nothing to say. And T1 showing up in spades here. Have a 3K net worth lead. Make it 2 as Jin Q. Shockwave into the Centaur. Mana Drain to follow. And another, okay, Echo Stomp delays the inevitable, it seems. And that is a quick 3 kills for T1. Now, Y on the run. He is fine.
So, very good awareness here from LGD that they can get away with this. We're going to give it to Ame. So, unfortunately for LGD, I guess you could say unfortunate. I don't know if it's unfortunate, but both of their Aegis carriers are transformation-based heroes to an extent. You have a smoke coming in here. They want to try to see if they can get a jump on Faith Beyond, but he seems very aware.
Carl whips himself, trying to find Faith Beyond in the trees. Enchant Totem Blink Dagger's not up from their 6 seconds, but looks like he has juked successfully. In the meantime, they will find a pickoff onto Jinkyu instead.
Yeah, knows there's a ward there now, of course, being caught in the trees, but what a great play from Faith Beyond to stand there in that tree line and get out. The one escape he had, and he found it.
30 seconds on the Aegis, so we're going to see Solar Guardian with the whip Doom. Cuckoo in the vicinity gets the shockwave, and this is going to be an easy kill for T1 again. Nothing to say, just ticks away there.
Yeah, you're right. Some of the games we saw in the group stages were VP.
Oh my god, they actually found him.
Okay.
All right, that is going to be a kill. So PSG.LGD successfully take out Carl, who again is the top net worth right now.
Willingly picking it into a hard lane matchup, and they're still making it work.
Jinkyu.
He's
Looks
out.
like he's fine.
He's not
Oh, right at the last second, Whitemon. Yeah, they know the ward is there.
Very early finger of death. I'm actually not sure he got the stack there, but that's got to be it. If Roche couldn't be up, I don't think they do the smoke.
Good Savage, Fissure into the Enchant Totem initiation. Nothing to say it's about his BKB, but he just runs away now.
Oh, why did he BKB?
A little bit of a misstep here potentially from LGD. We'll see if T1 can take advantage. There's now 23 Savage. You can see his build. That's why Scotty just picked up that BKB.
This is really
one of
bad
the
news
few
for PSG.
mistakes from LGD we've seen.
BKB and Exorcism for what? Like now you can just lose Roche in 30 seconds. You won't have one of your cores effectively.
Yeah, Carl wants to jump in. He does so. Gets fissured immediately into the Echo side, but there's a Solar Guardian. Will he live? Finally, the right clicks will be enough to take him out, but the RP onto 3 heroes into the skewer. 23 Savage is going ham here, but finally the Sunder comes out from Ame as 23 Savage forced to TP out, but no, the BKB ends and he gets canceled. The right clicks are there along with nothing to say. With that Spirit Siphon, 23 Savage trying to hold his ground, but eventually these right clicks will be too much as Ame just continuing to pound upon him, but nothing to say is the one taking most of the damage from Medusa. One more right click will do it. He dies along with the double kill from 23 Savage, the buyback onto the Elder Titan. Ame getting extremely low, finally dropped to the deck, as this is a complete disaster for both teams. Everybody's dying. Finally, Zephyr TPing out will be successful. It feels like everybody died. 7 deaths for
My favorite
PSG.LGD.
kind of fight. Nobody won.
Goodness.
Everyone goes out a loser.
Yeah. I mean,
BKB?
yep. All right, they force out the BKB, but yeah, you're right. This is just completely left for T1 now. So Aegis Shard.
For comparison, Ame is level 20 on the Terrorblade, and that's usually just how it goes. A lot of the gold that Terrorblade gets has 0 experience with it because of the nature of how he farms. Solar Guardian.
Earth Splitter was used. Solar Guardian actually canceled. No, sorry, that's the Aghanim Scepter. He actually kept it the entire time. And now Faith Beyond taking the brunt of the damage here as Cuckoo gets the skewer off. Why? With the Force Staff, we hear the Exorcism go off as well. Faith Beyond with a nice, beautiful fissure into the Echo Slam. They're going to blow up the Doom. Nothing to say, trying to maneuver himself around that fissure as Cuckoo pops a BKB into the skewer. TP attempt will be successful at getting out.
Zephyr's in trouble.
He is completely surrounded, gets off the Starbreaker, but dies shortly after. So LGD with a nice exchange here. They lose Faith Beyond.
Main things he wants actually are from Roshan at this point, and maybe a better neutral item. Skewer.
Cuckoo. Oh, that's a really long skewer. That talent is insane. Finger of Death. And nothing
Big
to say.
kill.
Another death to his name. So despite getting off to...
Needs to be a little bit careful about the Shaker block on that Medusa in case.
Third Roche is up. So, Echo Slam. This is for a Dawnbreaker. Fissure to follow. He's actually going to heal himself and be fine. Carl has come in with that Doom as well. This time they will find the kill. The pump fakes galore. As Faith Beyond drops 65 seconds, no Earthshaker.
But
looks like they'll get it for free.
Yeah, well.
Cinderin, you know what we're going to talk about here. There's an Ags on the floor.
Oh, I thought you were going to say tier 5 items.
Doom picks it up, so longer Doom duration, and it breaks. Very sneaky indeed.
This is very spicy, Carl.
4 smoke now for LGD. Fissure into the initiation, but there's a Solar Guardian from afar. Can he get off the BKB in time? He does. He will live as a result. In the meantime, we see a big impale on the backside. Nothing to say. Pops his BKB and runs. Or Exorcism is already used, which means T1 just have to wait this out. T1 are looking very good this game. But that's the beauty, you talked about this earlier, that's the beauty of having somebody like Dawnbreaker. You can TP up there, no problem, and just use your ult to get back in the fight if you need to.
Yeah, it's doing T1 a lot of good right now, having a global hero, that's for sure.
Oh, the jump in again, nothing to say, gets doomed, but the fissure blocks them off a bit. Cuckoo expends an RP, and nothing to say, just completely surrounded and will be brought down here. They do lose Lion though, so 1 for 1.
Yo, Savage is in the middle of nowhere here. Could be good, could be bad.
Yeah, right clicks from 23 Savage coming. He's doing a lot of damage, but the fissure continues to block him off.
Could be nothing.
Great tool against the siege tank that is Medusa. 23 Savage has a refresher for himself now, so double BKB, double Stone Gaze, double Silver Edge.
Sometimes the winds of war.
Yep, strong stuff, I know. Oh, Zephyr gonna be spotted out. That's the Demon Zeal popped. They're gonna be able to take out Dawnbreaker in quick succession here. Carl looking to potentially go in, pops the BKB. Nothing to say, does the same. Doom actually applied to Ame, but he's already in meta form. I think they'd be fine to fight here.
Carl has used everything.
T1, there's a huge RP from Cuckoo though, and the right click from 23 Savage just decimating LGD. Earthshaker buys back into the game, second RP onto Ame. He's stuck in place, but there is the lifesteal. And look at how much damage he actually does. He's getting kited from afar though, as 23 Savage with that split shot modifier going to work on LGD overall. Can they stun lock Ame enough? Zephyr getting right clicked out from far. The Sunder Talon was definitely taken, as you see Ame use it multiple times. Faith Beyond's finally come back in the fight. Trying to kite Medusa as much as possible. Ame, all he can do is try to lifesteal. It's not going to happen though. Double kill for 23 Savage. Finally will go down. Does have buyback, and Ame's going to expend his. So Jin Q working on Carl right now, burning down to that Infernal Blade. Fissure nicely done, blocks off Carl completely. Faith Beyond on the wrong side though.
Keep in mind, Carl has no buyback.
Still has that magic immunity. 23 Savage buys back in the game. Looks like they want to try to finish just one way or the other, Cinderin. And there, Carl jumps in on nothing to say with the finger of death. Down he goes, double kill for him. Buyback again from LGD. 5 versus 5, assuming nobody has buyback at this point. Good, Gaben. Can they continue to fight here, or do they want to back?
Oh, the Fissure
on the wrong side. Oh. Provides enough space for 23 Savage to get away safely. This game is insane. 27k net worth lead, and this feels so even.
Who even has buyback anymore?
Does anybody? That's the question.
No.
Is very nice. Echo Stomp being shown here. LGD.
This is a really big moment
Looks
for T1.
like they're coming to potentially contest. It's already at half health though. There's the Mortimer's Kisses from afar. That's the talent. Look at how much damage that is actually doing. Carl has to be careful, but there's a Solar Guardian.
As well.
Has to be used to try to defend Roche. Earth Splitter's there as well. Looks like they'll finally get Roche eventually. He's nothing to say. Has to pop his X's and the jump in front of his into the Echo Slam. Roshan is taken out. Who the hell got the Aegis? That is the first death for Dawnbreaker. Refresher Orb on the ground, for God's sake. Faith Beyond's going to take a tumble to 1 for 1. Aegis claimed by 23 Savage. LGD need to reset. Cuckoo not able to get the right horn toss, so it was on an illusion. So T1 getting the better of that, I do believe. They got the Aegis. I can't keep track of these items. 52 minutes in the game.
1 for 1.
Oh. It'll be a pretty massive power spike for him. Yeah, Carl as well, that is true. So they get 1 tier 4. Trying to take out these illusions. The Echo Stomp, again, just the delays constantly. We barely talked about it, but the fact that Lion can just destroy these illusions obviously hinders Ame's ability to push out these lanes. And the fact that he has Shard, actually, it's the triple mana drain. Tier 4, all right. Faith Beyond is back, and remember, Dawnbreaker can just come in. There's Cuckoo. Oh, he kind of stutter steps there. Finally gets off the skewer, back into the fray. You can see the Earth Splitter from afar. Solar Guardian coming in as well. Can they kill Ame? Yes, they can. 120 seconds of no Terrorblade. PSG.LGD might be putting on the brink here of Game 3 if they're able to not hold this off. The Ancient is exposed as 23 Savage continuing to just pound upon it, forcing them back into their fountain, and this looks like T1 will be forcing the Game 3. Cinder and Faith Beyond gets off the Echo Slam though. Why? Jumps in, has a lot of damage to work with, but nothing to say. He doesn't have enough damage to kill off 23 Savage, but okay. Satanic keeping him alive. Carl jumps in with the hook stomp. He's continuing to try to hit this Ancient. 23 Savage. Echo Stomp again, just keep keeping him at bay. Dual Scepter now. Can they kite him enough? Refresher charge used by Cuckoo. Into the RP. Into the ancient kill. 1. Force. Game 3. Oh!
What a sick game!
Oh my god!
That was hype! I love that game! Oh!
This is perfect, pretty much. You ruin Ursa's game, and you're also Spirit Vessel carrier. This is your primarily item against IO. So you're gonna have 2 flies killed by one hit, pretty much. I love the Venomancer pick.
So all about the BKB timings for PSG.LGD. And yeah, you're right. We've seen that Empower Ursa kind of just snowball. That's the one thing that Ursa kind of struggles with is farm, and when you can give him Empower. I mean, there's even a time where Ursa... Oh, nope, no first blood this time. As Zephyr is going to get skewered back into the tier... Oh, no! So first blood technically goes the way of T1. Little bit of miscommunication, but...
A little gift.
You don't see that every day.
Overall. Not by a lot. What Emperor's going to do is exactly what Nothing to Say is doing here. Oh, why? Actually gets
spike.
the spike.
He actually runs right back into it. Hex to follow. TP is going to be canceled because that is a super easy kill for LGD.
Kill. Yeah, so what Emperor does in this lane is we're going to see a glimpse. I think Faith Beyond will be okay here.
I've never heard that before. Okay, you might be right. They're out of mana, and surely he can't die.
You're right, it was very close. He only had 310 health left, Suns fan. That was very close. As far as T1 goes, they're still doing great on CS, both top and mid, but bottom,
Echo Stomp's not going to connect. Ame gets a couple right clicks off on Cuckoo, which is always scary when you're a big bad bear. His top lane. Oh, why? Looks like he's going to try to deny himself, but 23 Savage with, the Arcana kill streak. Good to see.
Very good.
They're making progress on that. That's a little different story than nowadays.
It's still a lot worse than most carries at farming, though, right? Like, it's still slower. The Falcon Blade build-up and the...
jump in from Storm, but it looks like Cuckoo wants to play as well. Trying to turn this around on the bear. Beautiful impale from Y, but results in the same ending, which is Ame Dunzo.
That's a lot of damage!
Gets destroyed as well. Double kill for Nothing to Say. It's going to be a back and forth action as 23 Savage pops the wand. Is Nothing to Say still has the Flame Guard applied, and another beautiful Sleight of Fist as a triple kill for Nothing to Say. Looked really bad for LGD.
Yeah, that was a
but Nothing to Say, great rotation.
Play.
This time.
And maybe Veno defending, but they just willingly give up the biggest tower in the early game.
Well, let's talk about Veno. I mean, Cuckoo. Oh, we're going to see the Earth Spike come out first. As he relocate on the way with Nothing to Say. RP from Faith Beyond. Down goes Spectre. Big kill for LGDs. Carl looks to be at least trying to clean up the residual damage here. So it ends up being a trade of supports after the fact, with a big kill, obviously, on the Spectre for 23 Savage.
And they relocate back to mid, and they're going to find more. Maybe Carl.
Yeah, he gets caught with the Searing Chains. He's completely surrounded. Not a ton of mana. The Warden cannot get to the low ground. Shockwave and completely surrounded. But Echo Stomp is there. Nice dodge from Nothing to Say. Another kill goes his way, Cinderin. This is quite possibly the best start that I've seen him have this tournament.
He's popping off in this game, that's for sure. Cuckoo is next.
Find Cuckoo. And the Finger of Death from Y. LGD clicking on all cylinders in this game.
This is looking scary if you're a T1 fan, just because of how insanely fast a game like this can go with an Emperor having this kind of a start. You know, it's not just Emperor, he's playing with IO.
Yeah.
So you get that extra mana funnel all the time. It might not seem like much to get the attack speed from overcharge, but all of it just adds up, right? It just compounds over time.
We have a Haunt with a Static Storm. This is going to be a big kill for T1, and they find Ame.
That was a very random comment. I don't know what to say to that. Why are you suddenly thinking of 10 Roches?
Hasn't really been participating in a ton of fights right now.
This bottom tower looks to fall.
Oh, Carl might be in some trouble. Do they have the damage? Absolutely. With the Finger of Death and the nice setup continuing to happen with Nothing to Say's chains.
Again, Carl's voice line usage is just not, but at the same time also a little bit concerning that you have this lineup and you feel like you can't fight, right?
Yeah.
You really want to fight with these heroes. Oh, 21 Savage.
Boy.
He's being eyed up by Y.
Yep, there's the Earth Spike to start things out. Ame on the way. And just going to burst him down. Finger of Death gets the finishing blow.
Didn't even get a chance to cast the dagger. He just died in the stun hex combo. Ursa has so much damage.
I don't want to say invincible because obviously they lost game 2, but even with that massive, massive disadvantage they had in terms of net worth, they still made it a game.
Yeah.
Which is really surprising.
Yeah, there's going to be a nice
Carl jumps in, all right.
Faith Beyond.
There's the Aghanim Scepter being used for 23 Savage. So still has Haunt online. But Roche is getting relatively low. Just waiting for the right time to pounce. Haunt still, literally every spell is online. So it's all about the timing and execution here. The Haunt. Nope, that was the Shadow Step.
Nice job from Zephyr there. He actually, and from Cuckoo, they distracted Ame so long that the Fury Swipe stacks
there's
ran
the
off.
RP. Can they burst him in time? Why? Trying to layer. Absolutely again. Buyback is available for Carl, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that the Fury Swipe stacks fall off if you kill the enemy mid. Yeah. You can just go again.
Yeah, continuing to try to dodge these really annoying Echo Stomps. Will they force the buyback or will this just be given up? Looks like they're just giving this up. So second row the way of LGD and Ame with the shard.
They will get a siege creep in here now though. If they have Glyph, they could keep it alive. They don't.
Cuckoo, nothing to say, catches him. You can see Isla relocating. Ame wants a kill and he'll not get it. Nothing to say, taking that one. Although Ame did find one earlier, Synderen, so finally getting rid of that goose egg.
So.
Oh, we're going to see the jumping. Carl pops the BKB just to ensure a kill, but it's only wide for now. Trying to force out the BKB from nothing to say, but he's not.
Just felt like saying it. Hurt the sound.
Yep.
Wasn't what he actually glimpsed?
He glimpsed Magnus. Oh, all right. Orchid onto nothing to say. Do they have the damage to bring him down? No. That's the BKB charge again.
Carl,
continuing on. No mana at all for Carl. He's going to be brought down in quick succession. And it looks like Elder Titan is next on the list. LGD prowess right now, and nothing to say, just continuing to destroy everybody in his wake. Cuckoo will be the third death in this engagement. LGD
in the tank, and again
23 Savage. Faith Beyond gonna run into him. There's the Yule setup. Has the RP if he needs it. Manta's pop, but here comes Ame with the right clicks. Into the horn toss, down he goes, not even needing RP. Look at the ultimates on the top.
He can...
Up, horn toss from Faith Beyond. Whitemon is dead.
No, he was Yuled. Now he's dead.
He's dead. Is this a technically correct joke again? Oh, the badge! Oh, he's actually gonna get him! Ame just beating the absolute crap out of Carl. Bash proc for the win as Cuckoo getting caught by nothing to say, and this is turning into a rout. Can see the Haunt coming through, but it's not really going to happen, Synderen. Venomancer is going to end up being cleaned up here. Actually, Haunt was not used. Where were those illusions from? Was that the Manta? I have no idea.
I think he shadow stepped in, Manta and left.
Yeah, okay. For nothing to say.
Double, now I'm hungry.
And down he goes. He actually pops the BKB. Huh. I guess he didn't want the Haunt in to steal all the goodies. Makes sense.
RP.
Oh, I hear the RP. This is for 23 Savage. Into the right clicks we go. Into the grave, 23 Savage goes.
All right, I have a bit of a trivia here, Shannon. Okay. Let's see how much closely you've been paying attention.
Oh, Carl, relocate is coming, but he's going to zip away. Zephyr probably not going to be so lucky. He gets whipped into oblivion, and the bash ensures the kill for Ame. Indeed, Spectral Dagger with the Gale. Ursa doesn't care. Skewer in from Faith Beyond. That's going to be a freebie for the kill on Cuckoo. Does have buyback. I don't even know. Have we seen Poison Nova this game? Have you
I don't think it's been cast.
That's wow. Unreal.
I'm glad we theory crafted whether it's better than before.
Right now it's the same, I guess.
Yep.
Ame, looks like they'll get this Rax, and T1 without the Elder Titan, this will be difficult to defend, even with.
Oh, the tether!
All right, tether stun comes through with the bash. Carl takes a tumble. So that's the shard online for the IO.
Oh,
that is truly unfortunate. Earth Splitter comes inside the Static Storm, but the bash inside as well. As enraged with the BKB. Ame super healthy. Just gonna focus on the buildings now.
paving the way.
That is very unfortunate for T1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Great pickup by Jinkyu. There's the Searing Chains. All right, into the Skewer. This is going to be a dieback for Cuckoo. And LGD absolutely crushing their way to a Game 3 victory here. 5 versus 3, as we see the Shadow Step come out as well, but Zephyr is dead. Still has buyback. And now more buildings to go for LGD. 45 seconds with the Aegis. And again, their building damage is quite bad, but there, again, the Skewer with the Horn Toss setup. Do they have enough to actually take out 23 Savage? Indeed. He does have buyback as well, though.
Faith Bell will be fully healed by the cheese as well, so it almost looks like PSG.LGD haven't even been fighting yet. They have full resources on every hero except Lion, missing a little bit of mana, pretty much.
And that is 2 full sets of racks down.
Are we approaching the top hat?
This or this is maybe mustache level.
Mustache level.
Yeah, this is mustache level. I mean, they do have 9 kills, so.
Notice the voice chat line being used by Cuckoo there. Nothing touches the heart like my Venom. Arguably, your Venom doesn't touch anything, rather.
Yeah, I would like to see the Poison Nova used at least.
One Poison Nova before it's over, please.
Yes,
Let's go.
To jump in. Io's taking a lot of damage, but they're turning it onto Carl instead. He pops the BKB, zips away to safety. Nothing to say, trying to pursue. Meanwhile, Ursa just eating everybody alive. GG is called. Poison Nova not cast, Cinderin. And LGD take Game 3 in very, very convincing fashion. And this is the team that we've been seeing throughout the entire group stage and now in the main event.
Yeah, when LGD are on, they're on, man. That was just not even close. Like.